What's up, everyone? So today I'm going to be showing you how to install a Aeromotive FPR, or Fuel Pressure Regulator, I don't know if you can see that, into a stock, well, not a stock, it's into an E36, a stock. So obviously you would need this, and then I also had to order a couple fittings from Amazon. These are -6 orb to 5/16. 5/16 is the closest fuel line or inner diameter to the stock 8 millimeter. I think 5/16 is 7.9, so that should be pretty good. Yeah, so that, and then I also have a cap because I'm only gonna have one feed. They include 2 feeds on this. This was like $140, so you have to account $140 for this. This was like $10 total for the fittings, or probably 15, and probably like $20 worth of fuel line hose. That's 10 feet, so hopefully that's more than enough to route it to where I'm gonna route it. And so what I'm thinking is I'm gonna run it right here. I'm gonna make this look nicer, but drill some holes where this used to be. I think the cruise control used to be here, and mount it right here. Then line there, turn line there, go all the way down, and then I'll have to show you from underneath of the car how it's run. Dang it, I don't want to lay down on this again. I bet it smells like fuel, brake cleaner. I might as well just grab my stuff. I'm gonna grab flathead and whatnot. Get down here. Alright, so here we are. Excuse the mess. It's really oily down here because my transmission has been leaking. But, okay. So, where am I? Oh, this is the return line, right? As you can see, I've already undone some of the hose clamps. This is the feed, of course, filtered. This goes, back to the tank. This goes back to the tank as well. This is the return line. This goes back to on the other side of the tank. And this is the 3.2 valve that I was mentioning. It does have a plug on it. I'm not sure if it'll trigger the CEL on an OBD1 car. I guess we'll find out. But supposedly it doesn't make a difference. I might find a way to just leave it plugged in. I could just leave it on there, to be honest. And this is the OEM fuel pressure regulator. As you can see, I have it hooked up. I was trying to figure out this stupid high fuel pressure issue, and hopefully this will be the fix. Fingers crossed, but I don't want to bring my hopes up because, well, I mean, there's, like, I don't know what else could be. There's no restriction before this line. I've tried disconnect. Well, anyways, that's not part of the video. So I'm just gonna undo. I'm gonna take off this 3.2 valve, all the lines, and run new lines from this feed, because as you can see, it joins into the feed as well. The 3.2 valve right here. Something with pressurizing the system in like the first 20 seconds, so that it less emissions or whatever. That's what I saw. But a lot of people bypass it anyway when they run an aftermarket fuel pressure regulator. Then over here, I'm just gonna undo it from these lines right here, these hose clamps. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and probably spill fuel all over myself, and I'll keep you guys posted. Update. Alright, now as you can see, there's nothing here now, and I'm full of fuel, and I smell like shit, but nonetheless, we got it off. So this is the return right here. Oh, right there. I need to start looking at the camera. And then this is the feed. So for the feed, I'm not going to do much to it. So I'm just going to run a line from here to here. The fuel pressure regulator, we're going to set it up on our return line, just like how it is from factory. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to bypass all of this. So I'm just going to have one long hose going to the fuel pressure regulator up top, and one hose from the end of the rail going into that regulator. So right now I'm just gonna cut out a piece of hose. Should be about maybe like less than a foot. Put it right here. As you can see, I just put a new feed hose in. This is gonna go from here straight to the line up here for the feed. Now I'm gonna run a return line from here all the way up top, and then from the rail to the fuel pressure regulator. I'm gonna go up now. Thank God, because I'm getting sick and tired of being down here. It smells like gas. Comfortable. Looks like shit down here. So now I'm going to install and torque down these fittings. It's not necessary, but I had it laying around, so I guess I might as well just use some. This is a yellow Teflon tape. It's made for gas and oil, so it's just like a little bit more stronger than, or it fills in the gaps more than the white tape. The white tape is usually just meant for just water. So yeah, we're gonna put one cap here, one feed there, and another barred fitting down here. Mount it up. Here's the bracket that I just placed up. Pretty easy to put on. I just drilled 2 holes here. I mean, you can put it wherever you want to. This was the easiest location I could put it at, and it's accessible. So I mounted the bracket first. I had some screws and nuts that I had laying around, so I just used that. And obviously the screws do not protrude on the other side. I did the reverse way. I also have some locking washers on there. So this is just gonna go right there. It's just gonna sit like that, right there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna tighten the fuel pressure regulator down. Everything's pretty accessible. Return, feed. So here we are. It's mounted up. I'm gonna go ahead and run the fuel lines now. I'm gonna have the rail, the end of the rail, go to the feed right here, and the return go to the bottom where I showed you previously, where I didn't have a hose linked up to yet. I'm gonna link that down there. This is the vacuum hose right here. I believe this is for the gauge, and this is for the adjustment. I'm not entirely sure yet. Maybe I might have flipped them, but yeah. I'll go ahead and run the lines now. Alright guys, here's the final product. The return line, I already showed you how that. I think I actually already showed you how that ran. This just goes down to the return that goes back to the God, I can't think right now. The gas tank. This is the feed, which is the return of the fuel rail, which is right there. See right there. So I basically just ran. I had to pull the cowl shield off, move this up, and pull the fuel rail off to get that hose in. But anyways, I just lifted it up, put the hose in, loomed it around. Well, loomed it. Basically just tucked it underneath this intake manifold, so it goes right underneath here and above everything else. You don't want it to get close to any like the starter wire, for instance. And then just comes out of here. I might zip tie it right here. It's like a nice small zip tie right there, so it holds in place. Comes into here. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this oil drain finished up, and after that, hook everything back up and start the car and adjust fuel pressure. Hopefully it works out.
3 weeks later.
Here I am testing the new FPR. Looks like we don't have any leaks, at least from there. 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 Check the bottom. Looks like it. Usually if there's a leak, we would tell by now. The fuel pressure wouldn't keep up either. I've been adjusting. It's actually it's pretty easy to adjust. As you can see right now, it's currently currently with the vacuum off, it's at 54, 55. And I'm assuming with the vacuum on, it'll drop down. Vacuum's now on. Yep, it definitely did. So it's now at 49, 48. It's still a little high. But I might just leave it at that. I'm pretty excited now. That probably should mean that the boost reference should work whenever I'm building boost, and it gives it more fuel. Let's see what the gauge says, the AFR. I think it's still reading or calibrating or whatever. That's exciting. I just changed the oil as well. Haven't been changed in almost a year. To be honest, it sounds like the idle is smoother too, which is crazy. I don't know if that's just me being excited or nervous at the same time. I haven't driven a car in a long time. It was like two weeks. So I give it a little. There's a vacuum leak somewhere. I just don't know where, but. So nice to hear this car again. But yeah, all you have to do to adjust this is this, you get an Allen key and you adjust this right here. And once you're done adjusting, you just tighten this nut all the way, and bam, that's it. It's super easy. I tried to adjust it without the vacuum first, so that I could get base pressure, and then we can put it back in and it should work how it should. Vacuum, fuel pressure go down, boost, fuel pressure go up, so forth. That's pretty much it, really. For $140 works great. This is my new drain. I wonder if it's leaking. I like it so far. I redid the drain because it didn't look good. Looks like it's good down there too. So check the fuel pressure again. Lower it down just a little bit because I think with vacuum it should be like 47, 46, but I'm just happy that it actually works as intended. So yeah, I think this was Aeromotive 14109, or I'll include the link in the description. If you really think about it, this is basically just like one of these, just in a larger form, and it has fluid going into it. But well worth the money from what it looks like. It's a really nice piece by Aeromotive. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Installing Aeromotive Fuel Pressure Regulator on the E36. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to comment or just DM me or something, and I'll be happy to help you guys out. I'm excited to drive it, to be honest. That means I could actually boost into gear and actually make boosts and have proper fuels. But first, I think I'm gonna readjust the wastegate since it's leaking just a little bit. I might have to point it out the hood, and yeah, go for a drive. I might bring it somewhere tomorrow or drive it around. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Peace.